loves, welcome to day 3 of my The Happiness Paradox series. And today I'm filming with my back camera, so I don't really see anything right now. If you're new to this channel, my name is Natalie, and I'm here to show you guys more of my strange and weird art within my The Happiness Paradox series. Basically, really quickly, my The Happiness Paradox series is about the idea that the more you search for happiness, the less you'll find it, because happiness isn't external and it comes from accepting who you are, truly who you are, and not from external factors. Drum roll, please. It's an ostrich head hand puppet. Before I get into the meaning and inspo behind this piece, this is a disclaimer. No ostriches were harmed. I took my own reference photo, just the hands, and for the actual ostrich hand puppet body, I looked up on Google an ostrich 3D rendering. So again, like in my The Ego video, the first drawing in the series, thank you to some graphic design major, some engineer who created an ostrich head 3D rendering. Thank you for listening to my disclaimer. Okay, so first I want to talk about the inspiration behind this piece. So again, the thought came to me out of nowhere. I'm a surrealist artist. Most of my works do not have a meaning until I'm almost done drawing them, or as I'm drawing them, or once I've finished drawing them. Same with this work. It had no meaning. It came to me in a vision, a weird vision, specifically in 2022. So in 2022, I was in My Chemical Romance Emo phase, and I created this nightmare. I don't know how I thought of this, and I don't remember. I know it was random, and I know it popped into my head one day. Maybe it was a nightmare, and then I drew it. And this is basically the inspiration behind my 2025 work, because I generally love this work so much. So I redrew it into a much better version, and it's much less gory. It's much less creepy and scary to fit within my theme, the happiness paradox. So this work basically represents how we avoid pain to search for pleasure. But as we all know, you can't feel happy without feeling sad, because how would you define happiness if you've never felt sad before? So if you ever heard the saying, bury your head in sand, which basically means that you're avoiding those painful things to feel happy. You're avoiding them even though they are important. And that's where the ostrich comes into play. So in this drawing, you could see the tears and the rips of the hand puppet, which basically shows that it has been ripped out of the sand by force. And that's a really key detail in this work. So basically, you were forced out of your shell to see that reality all at once, all abruptly. And that represents the pain of lying to yourself, because at the end, all those lies are going to come crashing down when reality hits you. So within my The Happiness Paradox series, this represents how you're ignoring reality to feel happy now. And that's going to hurt you in the end, because happiness is supposed to come from accepting who you are and that wholenessness of accepting who you are. So if you're lying to yourself and not accepting who you are now, that's going to hurt you in the end, because you'll lose a part of you. So a big difference between this work and my other work, the one from 2022, wasn't just the gore, but I also added a hand in this one. And that wasn't just to fill up space. The hand has a deeper meaning. The hand represents how you're consoling yourself, because you know you're lying to yourself by trying to hide and run away from the truth. So I love using the example of having a toxic partner. So you know your partner is toxic, but at the same time you refuse to believe it. You're like, no, 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 like I promise, like he's not that bad. So you know you're hiding from the truth and you're lying to yourself, but at the same time you don't know it and you refuse to believe it. And it's that struggle between the unconscious and the conscious, and the struggle between basically your mind. So the hand petting the ostrich basically represents how we console our guilt with lying to ourselves, and we rationalize why we lie to ourselves in the first place. Basically, like with the toxic ex example, we're like, no, 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 like I promise he's not toxic. He just had a couple bad days every single day for the past 10 months. So the toxic ex example is just a super easy example for everyone to like kind of understand this drawing. But within my The Happiness Paradox series, this toxic ex could be like an external factor, like actually a toxic person or something that you're lying to yourself about to protect yourself in the moment because you're afraid to face reality. You don't want to see that reality. But in the end, that's going to hurt you because that toxic person is going to drain all your energy. But the toxic ex could also be yourself. It could be internal, and it could be like you're refusing to see something that you're lying to about yourself. Like no, I don't need to fix that. Like everything's perfect, everything's fine, I'm perfect. That's going to hurt you in the end also. As much as you don't want to face that now, it's going to come crashing at the end when you realize, when you after you completely lost who you are because you weren't true to it. So that's a really quick summary on my ostrich head hand puppet video. And I need a better title for this. So if you have a better title, please let me know. Ostrich hand puppet, ostrich head hand puppet, ostrich head hand puppet. That's a tongue twister, and I never want to say it again. So if you have a better title, please let me know. And thank you for watching my weird, funky art journey. My next video is gonna be, I think, even weirder. I think that's my, if I'm correct, that's going to be my favorite drawing within the series. So if you're excited and you like my art so far, stay with me. And if you absolutely love this work, hate this work, anything in between, leave me a comment. And that's it. Thank you.